Hello, everybody. I am SunPsychic Jean, and look who I have with me here today, Terri Suzuki from Kigaru Spiritual Journeys. Hi, Terri.
Hi, Jean.
Just like the old times, Terri was the
Yeah.
very first collaboration that I did together, and we learned how to collaborate through she was trying to jump on with me, and it's just been that's history.
Mm. Yep.
It's been that way ever since we come on together, and it feels just like old times. It hasn't changed for me, for sure. It's so
Yeah.
much fun. Hi, Venus. I saw Venus yesterday at the Annapolis show. She came
Oh,
and gave me a real
cool.
big hug, and we did readings together. And she brought a friend, and we did readings with her friend. Yep, it was a good time. It was a good time.
Oh, that's
Hmm.
wonderful. I just love meeting the people in the chat. Love it. Like I've met Ricky and her little dog before.
Yeah.
And Amanda
Mhm.
Carroll. I've met Amanda Carroll.
And they're all here today. Hi, hi. Oh my gosh, I'm going to try and do this. Akila B, I saw you yesterday. You did such a good job. I didn't get a chance to make a comment yet, but I watched it while I was driving. And Mary is here. Liz is here. SW, Warrior Girl. Hi, Warrior Girl. Craig Dixon is here. Amanda Carroll, Leona, Sarab, Sherry Luke is here. Edward is here. Wiki, Acadian Proud, JR. Let me see. Brina is here. So nice to see everybody. And Susan. Hi, Susan. Nice to see you. Baby Angel is here. So nice to see everybody. Oh my gosh, you guys.
Yeah.
Wow. 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 Okay,
I
let me
think a
see if I
few
can get back to
few
where I
snuck
was.
in.
Miss Sherlock is here.
Hmm.
Davy Jones is here.
Yep.
Go ahead.
No, that's who snuck in while you were telling everybody else.
Yep. So I see you guys are putting your questions in caps. So let me just show you that this is what we like to see is like all caps. You can use emojis, but I'm going to click on anything that's caps, and then we're going to choose questions randomly, which we usually do. But I don't have a banner today, so I want you to pay attention for just a moment. We're going to give you guys options. So we can do a regular reading for you, or you can choose a mystery. And you can choose to have any of these mysteries. And one of the first mystery is the nature of consciousness. What is consciousness and where does it come from? Is it a product of the brain or something more? A universal, non local field that exists beyond the physical? And see if we want to look into this. There's also life after death. Does the soul survive a physical death? We can look into that mystery. So we just looked at the ones that most people ask about, and we wanted to give you choices. The origin and purpose of the soul. Where do souls come from? Why do we incarnate here on earth? And this one is the nature of reality and dimensions. Is this 3D world all there is? Or do multiple dimensions and parallel realities exist? And also ET and galactic beings. Are we alone in the universe? Or are advanced non-physical or multidimensional beings influencing humanity's evolution? So there's you can choose any of these, and you can just say the consciousness one, the life after death one, the purpose of our soul, whatever you want to choose, and we'll answer your question on that. Or you can you can choose a question that you would like to ask. Now, how do I get that? Okay. So I don't know if that's a little too much, but and then I know you guys like to have your personal questions, but we wanted to offer mysteries. And I know that sometimes people can't think of a mystery, or they don't have a mystery at hand, in the forefront of their mind. And so I wanted to offer you guys some topics or some overarching, concepts that you can ask about. I see a lot of personal questions in here, and that's fine too. That's fine too. We just wanted to make sure we threw it in the mix. Hi, Karen. Aw, so nice. It's so
Ooh,
nice to see everybody
Mary has
here.
Mary has a mystery one. She chose a mystery one.
Ah, okay. So we're going to start there
Okay.
because if not, we might get. I'm trying to hit everybody's. Oh, Susan, you're sweet. The mystery questions all look interesting too, but I want to know. Their personal. So I also wanted just to remind everybody that I'm going to be doing readings, answering your questions on Friday. I haven't put it up there yet, but I'm going to do a members only. I have a membership now, and I don't know if everybody knows it. There's three different layers or levels, and you can come and we'll do a live chat or a live. I'm going to be doing readings this Friday in the evening. I'll put it on, and you guys can see what it is, and you guys can just join for that month and then not join for the rest of the month. But I was going to ask for this Friday if everybody wants to do the live. I can do the live, or we can do a Zoom call with all the members, and I would send it to only the members, and they would come on the Zoom call, and I would answer questions just like that. And what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and record it if I can, and it would be me answering the questions. The recording would just show me, just so that you guys all know I'm not going to be recording you. But we'll see. We'll see how. And then I was going to put it out there for members only to like watch later. But I'm going to do a members only. Uh, Ask me your question, and this would be this Friday in the evening after our psychic triad show. But I haven't. I'm thinking about it and wanting to do it, and I didn't have a chance to make it yet. Oh, yeah, I know, Akila. I know she missed the Annapolis show yesterday. Yep, it was.
How did your show go?
Oh, it was fun. It was a little touch and go. Like, in the morning it's kind of slow, a couple of people trickle in, and then in the afternoon it's crazy and busy and it's loud and everybody wants to everybody wants to um come in and ask a question and line up and sign up. And then like around 3:30, 4 o'clock, ooh, it started getting really quiet. Now they have workshops that are simultaneous. So you see the ebb and the flow from the workshops. Like people come in 30 minutes before there was a past life workshop. Everybody wanted to be there. And it was like right in the middle of the day. It was so, but it was fun. It was, yeah.
Wow.
Thanks for asking.
I
I
love
know.
I love going to metaphysical fairs. There's so much action there.
Thank you, Susan, for becoming a new member. That I appreciate that. You're going to be joining us here on Friday. And so I'm going to go ahead and start. Wait, I was going to start with somebody else. Who did I start with? It was Mary who asked a
Mary. That was Mary.
Mary. I'm looking for you because if I said I was going to start with you, I want to go back. I know there was something else I wanted to. Maybe I didn't star her.
Oh,
How could I not star her?
well, it was about the soul.
I must have unstarted by accident. Hopefully, I didn't get rid of it.
I'm looking too, real quick
Here.
here.
Okay, I got it. I got it. I got it. So Mary is first, and Susan Mog Moggensen is after Mary. So Mary says, "May I have the purpose of a soul mystery?" So, what Terry and I are going to do is we're going to use a variety of techniques and see what we can come up with for you. I'm going to use my pendulum to help guide me. And I'm curious too what's going to come up of this. And that's what I like about mysteries, because it's not that we know anything ahead of time, it's that we're trusting whatever it is that spirit is going to show us. That's most important for us to know today.
So I actually tapped into the Akashic records before we got on the show. So if anybody wanted anything from that set of questions, and so wanting to know her soul purpose is part of that, but just wanting to know about soul purpose in general is also just. And the first thing when I asked about soul purpose in general is, well, that the soul is your life forever, forever. This, so that's a little bit hard for them to fathom that somebody might think about not having a soul. Everybody's got a soul, and that soul's been alive forever, and it's really it goes beyond lives, and so it's always there. I have heard, and they are confirming that your soul may have a name that's not the name you have now. It might be the name you have now. You don't never know, but you can learn that. I have never learned mine yet, but it is possible to learn it. Okay, so if you have something, I can wait, and I'm going to kind of talk to her team about her soul a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, when I tap into Akashic Records teams, I just want to let you know everybody has Akashic Records masters that you're librarians basically. And they really are just big old balls of light and energy. That's all they are. But because I'm clairvoyant, I see they wrap themselves in something I can kind of read. And Mary, yours are very fruity. I mean, it's like you got a lot of peaches and apples and grapes. So basically, when I see fruit like that, it makes me think really fertile, fecund, like lots of things happening. So that's really cool. That's really cool that you have this very fertile team. This team that really um, has a lot of life in it. Okay, so what's the purpose of her soul? Oh, well, of course they would put that. Of course they would drape themselves up. They're saying it is to give life, to help other people's life. Basically, you're like a support system, and that part of your mission as a soul is to help others to keep them going. And it feels like they're talking in a more emotional base, so not like necessarily a health base, not a spiritual base so much as an emotional base, supporting people in their emotional progress. Anything else you want to? Did I get that right? They're like, yeah. Okay, that's kind of your basic of your soul. Okay.
Thank you, Terry. That was really very interesting and very personal. So, what I was picking up was the purpose of a soul is to carry the information of our identity, that is our authentic sort of character, our um, our 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 expression is the soul, and it's our uniqueness. It's that fingerprint. but it's also what is similar in all of us. And when I say all of us, it's not just humanity, all sentient beings. And all sentient beings mean they contain a soul, a spirit, an essence, a higher um, vibrational energy that brings life that Terry was talking about into whatever manifestation or incarnation that we desire. And this soul is, it's almost like, Terry, I wish you would tell this story. I maybe we can put it in, but the story about your dad coming back as the cat and the way that your dad's character and the way that you knew it was your dad because of the way the cat was behaving and doing things. And this is what I'm saying. We can recognize the soul. And when we cross over and we're on the other side, there are little light beings, like light balls. And then when you see the light balls, even before you come up to the ball, you can feel the essence of the light ball, and you're like, oh, that's my cat, whispers or whatever, like, the essence and the energetic frequency of the light being because of who you knew the character. So that essence, that spiritual connection, that unique expression is our soul. And it's each and every one of us and all of the sentient beings in the world. So how about, and outside of the world too, in the universe?
Yep.
And I'm just going to stop there before I.
Well, if you go back to 10:45, look what Mary said.
Oh my gosh.
Ah, well,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
there you go.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job, you guys. And Mary's like freaked out. She goes, that's so cool. But thanks for asking. And what it is it makes it changes up like the just a little bit of the mix. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. So it's not the same old, and it brings people. Everybody can have a little bit of interest in some of these mysteries. And Mary got chills.
I want to
That's
point
your
out
soul
something.
expressing itself.
I want to point out something though, because a lot of questions as an Akashic record reader, a lot of questions I get are like, am I on the path? Am I on the right path? But look at that. And I often tell people, you can't really get off the path. You might veer off a little bit, but they are going to nudge you back to the path no matter what. And look at that. She was on her path already. Yeah.
That, and her soul was expressing it in this lifetime already. And we find that when we look back in past lives as well.
Mm-hmm.
um I you
Mm-hmm.
know I'm not going to read. um I've told the story a couple of times in the past couple of shows. Hi Lark, hi Noor. Nice to see everybody. Thank you guys for coming in. Okay, so I didn't. Oh, Susan is next. And thank you again, Susan, for becoming a member. And let me just find her question. Here it is. And it's oh, Mogensen. Susan Mogensen, is there a message from my friend Bart who passed away unexpectedly just over 2 years ago? Sure, let's take a look. See if we can connect. Let me just see who's next. And SW, you're going to be next. Please say hello.
This is kind of really an odd way of first showing me something, but they first showed me a grid. So as I'm kind of melding with Susan's energy, they're showing me this grid that could be almost like these metal wires that are about 2 inches by 2 inches. If you were, let's say, displaying at a fair some earrings, you could hang the earrings on them. It's very precise. So um, I am not sure if that I'm reading Bart or Susan here. Somebody is very precise, very, very precise. And maybe, kind of thinking this might be Bart, maybe did not have a lot of room for um, mysteries or things they didn't know. They liked preciseness. Hmm. Tell me more, Bart. Tell me more about that. Oh, he says, I thought I knew it all. I thought I knew it all. I thought everything was under control. I thought that I was so organized, so in control. Oh, and he says, turns out I was full of it. Well, he didn't use full of it. He used a different word, but I'm going to say something else. Dear friend, don't let my, well, he's going to say neuroticness, stop you from spreading your wings. You always had a better grasp of what the path is supposed to be. You've always had a better grasp of this. Fly, fly, and be free. That's, I wish I hadn't have worried so much about organizing things, about making these little fences, about making these little partitions. Live your life free of partitions. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you, Terry. I love the way you speak for him and you talk as, in for him. He speaks through you in first person. I think that's so valuable to hear that. Um,
I think he was a good communicator.
mm, I'm not picking up too much. I do feel as though he was charismatic and very well loved, a good guy, fun, honorable, respectable, helpful. And it's almost like how they say the good die young. I feel like he was one of the good ones. And I feel like he was such a force of life and such a force of cooperation and assistance to his family and friends, that it was such a huge loss and a shock to everybody when he did transition. So, does that make sense to you, Miss Susan? If you don't mind just letting me know if that's the right energy that I'm with. So, Susan was saying yes to you earlier, Terry,
Oh, okay. Good.
but I just wanted to see. Oh, here she said he was an excellent listener and communicator. And yes, he was one of the good ones who
Mm,
died young.
yeah.
Yes, a huge loss, a good guy, a helper. Okay, so I have the right energy. Let me get a message for you. Thank you very much for validating that Terry and I were both on the right. Yeah, he's saying he's not gone. He wants you to know that he's still there. His energy, his support, and I feel like he there's like this band of brothers on the other side that I often refer to. It's the um, brotherhood of hope or something like that. Like there's this brotherhood on the other side. We're all rescue workers and you know people who are good Samaritans and, firefighters and, people who put their lives in danger for the good of the rest of the world, or of humanity. And these souls hang out together as a band of brothers, so to speak, and women are included, but it's just that brotherhood, and so they help out other people who are good doers here in this world, and support them, and encourage them and guide them. I do feel as though, did he have children? He's showing me a son, so somebody's son. I don't know if it's his son or if it's your son, or a somebody in the group, in the family, a niece, or a nephew. But I do see somebody who's going to be like a lot like him and have some of his mannerisms and a lot of his qualities. He's saying he may be gone, but he's not done with his work. And not only that he's not done with his work, he's going to pass it on to the next generation. Like his essence and his reason and his light for being here will carry on. And I do feel like maybe somebody in the friends or family circle, that's going to be, taking on this same role. And also that he's helping from the other side. Oh, his older brother died as a baby. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there we
Well,
go.
he has a young nephew.
Oh,
Okay. I feel as though, like, there's just this, it's like this courageous, it's like the it factor, but they don't know it. They're not stuck up. They're not, they really have kindness and compassion, and the ability to help people and to influence, not influence, but like encourage people. Like this hope, is the energy that's going to carry on through his lineage, and has perhaps even preceded him, but he's not gone, is what he wants you to know. What is there anything specifically for Susan? He wants to thank you for recognizing who he is and for caring so much about him and thinking so much about him. He says that he's there for you, Susan. If you need him, you can call on him. You're not taking him away from anything. He's not busy on the other side. What they are is they're omnipresent. He can be with his family and with you at the same time, simultaneously, for at 100 strength. Like, you're not taking him away from anything. But whatever it is that you needed him, I mean, just being around him made you feel good. Like he had that vibration and energy. But he just wants you to know that he is still there for you, and he wants to thank you for the thoughts and prayers. And he just doesn't want you to be concerned. Good. Look at that. She said, I know he's there for me. He
yeah,
is. He really is. Yep. Yep. Oh, I just love that he's out there supporting the other. I mean, I can't think of any other word but do gooders, like you guys can tell me,
yeah,
like good Samaritans, or, just really,
right.
they have like a magnetic charm, but it's not fake at all. It's very authentic. But he carried
Mhm.
that energy for sure. Oh, thank you, Susan, so much. What a beautiful energy to connect to, right?
Yes, I he was an excellent communicator. Oh, maybe I'm a fellow member of the Do-Gooder Club. Maybe you are, Susan.
Yep. 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 Absolutely. For sure, Susan. And and it takes one to know one. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. So I said SW was next, and SW did say hello, I saw. And after SW, I see, um let's go with Baby Angel. Baby Angel is after SW. And Baby Angel, please say hello. So SW says, my ex, Sean, reconnected with me recently, and I'm uncertain about his intention. Anything my spirit guides want me to know about this reunion. So SW, um, So reconnected, does that mean he just got in touch or you guys got back together? I don't know, excuse me, what the extent of this new relationship is. Um, so let me know, SW, if you guys are in a relationship or if he's just reaching out. Like, what stage is this reunion in? Because I would trust your instincts, and because you've been in a relationship with this person, you can all of his mo, so to speak. Um, and obviously you're unsure. That's why you're asking, uncertain. But what do you say, Terry? I'm going to let you go first on this one, but
Well,
I'm going to wait and see what she says.
so
All right.
I blended my energy with her. And then I also blended it with her team and with Sean a little bit, just a little bit, Sean. And right away, they just put me at ground level, and I'm looking in a garden, and right in front of my face is a daikon radish growing in the garden. A bunch of little daikon radishes. Now, I've grown up with daikon radish before, actually twice, three times. One, it worked perfectly. Two, it both of them failed. And so they're talking to me about growing a daikon radish. And I'm sorry, this is not going to answer your question very well because they're reminding me that if your daikon radishes aren't growing very well, you can always just cut the tops off and cook them and eat them. A little snack. It's something very temporary. They grow fast. The leaves grow fast, but the radish does not. The radish needs to grow deep, deep into the ground and become very, very large. And so they're showing me that if you succeed in making this into a daikon radish, there has to be enough fertilizer, a lot of fertilizer. They're big fertilizer hogs, so a lot has to go into it. And when you're successful at watering and fertilizing it, then you can have the leaves to eat and the daikon radish. So what I'm getting is that this could be something temporary and still be satisfying, or it could be something long term and still be satisfying. So I think this is really, I think what they're really saying, this is up to you, because you, just like Jean said, you know this person, you've been with him before. It's not like they changed a lot. They have not changed. So you know what the inputs are, the fertilizer, and you know whether you want to expend that energy or not, or if you want them to expend more energy on you. So that's that's what I got was daikon radishes.
I love daikon. Oof, I love it. Um, so SW, what I what I see is, he may be in between relationships right now, and he may be second guessing the. I mean, there's a reason why the relationship ended, and he could have ghosted you or something. But what I see is an opportunity for you to be in the driver's seat. You can say, call me at this time. And if he doesn't call you at that time, he's done. You can say, I'm only available to talk to you during this time. And if he doesn't want to talk to you at that time and he makes up some excuse, he's done. You set the parameters, you set the guidelines, you have the what you want and what you will tolerate. And that you'll only meet out at a public place, and that he always pays for everything that you do. And if he doesn't, if he wants to come over your house, say, no, only public place. This is what I want. If you can agree to this, this is what I want. So tell him what you want. Tell him ahead, only public place, only he pays. And if he agrees to that, he really wants to work it out with you. If he doesn't agree to that, he's not serious about you, because if he was really in love with you and wanted to be with you, he would climb every mountain and do everything. And I'm not saying to make it difficult for him. I'm just saying make it easy on yourself. Let say I'm still dating other people, but I'm willing to go out to dinner with you once in a while. And if he's not up for that, then he's done. Like, you have the say so. You say yes, you say when, you say how long, you say who he meets, and you say, how just public places for the first 3 months, and you're not going to get serious. You just want to date for, just make your own parameters, and so that you can protect yourself, so that you can feel comfortable, so that he can display to you a pattern of consistency with his intentions, and then you let him in. Because of the history that he was no longer your boyfriend or a partner, and now he wants to come back into your life, he's going to have to prove his reliability, and you know the consistency, that the honesty and the intention. So you make sure that he displays this for you and convinces you that this is something that he is serious about. You're not going to just say, I'll go out on one date with you, and then we're back to where we started. No, he's going to have to start all the way back at the beginning. He's going to have to court you. He's going to have to dine you. He's going to have to, wine and dine you, and take you out to, musical events, art fairs, whatever you'd like to do. And make sure that he's a perfect gentleman, and that he, doesn't
Mhm.
expect anything at the end of the night. It's because he wants to be with you, because that's where relationships begin. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, SW. Uh, he
And
has
look at
not
that.
changed. I guess that's the key message.
And if I could just chime in one more time, as you were reading and talking about it, you were exactly describing the snack portion of the daikon because you choose when to cut those leaves. The leaves grow really easy, but the daikon radish doesn't. And when you cut those leaves, it's done. You rip everything out. And so I think that that's exactly what you said. You're going to put the parameters in. She's going to put them in. She's going to decide. Yeah. Yeah. I
You're
think
in
that
the
was,
driver's seat, SW. You
yeah.
have all the control, and it's not too much. There is nothing that is too much. Whatever you want to ask for that makes you certain that his intentions are good, that's what you ask for. And you say, stop texting me unless you are willing to do this, this, and this. Or, I'm not, he can't text you late at night. No, no. I'm available during these daylight time hours to text, whatever it is. And it's not that you're making it difficult for him or playing hard to get. You're making it so that he can display you know, his intentions are worthy and good. But and that's what I feel. So thank you very much, SW. So next is Baby Angel. After Baby Angel, I have Craig Dixon, and then after Craig Dixon, I wish I had like that choice thing going, but I didn't set it up. After Craig Dixon is JR.
Yeah, I liked that one. Yeah.
All right. So Baby Angel, Craig Dixon, JR. All right. And please, everybody, Craig said he's here. I think Baby Angel said,
Yep. They're here.
Baby Angel. Okay, good. Thank you,
Oh,
everybody.
Victor's here. Yay. We got a full house.
What do my spirit guides want me to know? With a name like Baby Angel, I mean, come on. I love that. And Terry, why don't you go ahead and go first?
Okay. Give me a moment here. Well, baby angels, I'm really tapping into your. They're really like saying, tell her how much we love her and support her. Tell her how much we love her. And then they're showing me a big mountain. That this is that your life goal. It's representing your life goal. You gotta hike up this big mountain, and they're just showing how that you can absolutely do it. That you are completely up for this task. Um, And I don't mean you should be mountain climbing right now, but I just mean that this is everything that you've set out to do in this incarnation is very, very doable, and you can do it. And so, spirit guides and angels, please tell me a little bit more about baby angel and what you want her to know. Um, in this next week, they're telling you look for the footprints. I don't know that they're actually going to put real, actual footprints on the ground for you to follow, but there's whatever your task is this week, they are going to put little markers for you to follow, little footprints. How can she see them the most easiest? All this week, when you wake up, um, I would say something like, dear spiritual team, I am open to all of your nudges today. Please show me what you want. Please show me what to do. And I believe they will. I believe that there's something going on this week, and you're going to know exactly how to handle it by looking at the little footprints that they're putting out, little markers that you can follow. I don't know if it's going to be angel numbers or what, but it's something that you can follow. So
Wonderful. Thank you, Terry. And baby angel, I was getting something very similar. And what I was hearing from your spirit guides is just because we're struggling does not mean that's a failure. Struggling does not equal failure. Struggling is persevering, and it's being persistent, and it's going through a challenge, but that doesn't mean failure. And they want you to know it's something to be proud of and wear honorably. And that you are still like you're against all odds, you're moving forward. So they want you to know, like Terry said, that the which what I call breadcrumbs, that they're going to send you little hints and little whispers, and it's very, very subtle, and it's important to act and appreciate and acknowledge each one of these. So if you see like a dime on the ground, or if you see the numbers 1111, or any numbers, but and or you see a butterfly, or you find a feather, any of these things, just tell your spirit guides and angels thank you. And that is almost them saying you can hear it, or I can hear you and you can hear us, and they can help to guide you, that you're welcoming in the signs and synchronicities that they already are displaying for you, and you're welcoming in more guidance, and you are noticing and appreciating the little subtle nuances, and they're like, oh, she's really paying attention. um so it's not it's not difficult, and it's something that we do already, and it's just about noticing it. Like, we often just explain it away, or poo-poo it, or didn't have doubt. Oh, that dime couldn't be on the ground for me. Somebody probably dropped it. No, well, why did your attention go right there to that dime? Like, there's a reason, and you get like a little bit of a feeling when these things happen and occur. It makes you like take a second look, or take another moment of noticing what this is, and then we always like just you know um, make an excuse, but give them the benefit of the doubt, and what they'll do is they'll start coming in a little bit more and you'll feel that flow. You'll feel that guidance. And it's almost giddy. You're like, oh my gosh, how many numbers can they send me? It's really beautiful once we start acknowledging them, how much more that we start noticing. It's like if somebody said, I'm thinking about getting a red car. Have you ever thought about getting a red car? And then that's all you see out on the roads is red car. Like you didn't notice how
Mhm.
many red cars there were because you hadn't thought of it. It's always been like, well, it's not something that you focused on. But if we put our attention on it and we focus on it, we'll see a lot more of it. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Thank you, baby angel. Let's see if she said anything. Oh, she said, I love it, Terry. Aw. Hi, Kelly. I don't know. I think I'm lost. Oh, Venus. You're so cute. I don't know what they. She- you guys are so funny. And Venus, you're so sweet. Thank you very much. Oh, so here she is. Love you both. Thank you so much. You're welcome, baby angel. So next is Craig, and after Craig is JR, and then we'll see where we are. And I just rhymed. Craig says, "How's about a Clara message?" He's you're very charming there, Mr. Craig. I gotta tell you. Um, he says, Clara, what does Clara want to say? I have to confess that I was watching Joan and or Wisdom Seeker Joan and Scott Scorpio's son do a collaboration. If you haven't gone over to see that, go over. It was really good. They're really good together. I loved it. And I was like, I can feel the energy, you guys. It was so good. And I think that Craig, you had asked Joan, and Joan's so good at tapping into Clara. I love her answers. But I don't remember it word for word. I just remember that I really enjoyed it. It was a good reading. Um, so I wanted to tap into Clara. So, Terry, if you're ready, you can go.
I'm not, I've heard a little bit from her, but not the complete message here. Now, Craig, I don't want anyone to think that that I'm cheating here a little bit, but I was talking to Craig beforehand, and it is Clara's birthday today. And what I heard first off was, Happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me. And let's see if we can get her to say something more than that. Thank you, Clara. Thank you. Okay, so the other thing she's doing is she's kind of painting my vision with a very mid-modern painting, just squares of color, mostly whites and creams and grays and blacks, a little bit of browns, just these big squares. But the squares are speaking strength to me. And the squares are referring to you, Craig, that you provide a lot of strength for her. She's really happy about the collaboration between both of you. She does rely on your strength a lot. And yet, she does have strength of her own too that she brings to this relationship or this partnership. Okay, tell me more about that, Clara. Tell me more about that. Hmm, okay. Well, what she's letting me know is that this is really like a soul family situation, like that a lot of the people in your life, because she's showing me your mom, your dad, her, you, your brothers, even your neighbor, that neighbor that's not nice. This is like a soul, like this is a soul group that you travel with. They're part of it. There's more than that, but this is them. and she's just pleased to be part of this and that you get her so well, that you can hear her so well. And she says, that's the biggest gift of all. That's the biggest gift of all, that by getting her so well, you allow her to communicate from the other side. Okay, that's it.
Beautiful, Terry. And he says officially her birthday is the 27th of July, 1905. And everybody's saying, Happy birthday, Clara. Happy birthday, Clara. So, and thank you, you guys. It's so cute. And Clara is feeling all the love. And Craig said, She saved me too. Aw. She bought back my soul, or brought back my soul. Anything she wants is granted.
Mm,
Um, the white thing you saw, Terry, was her photo album. I'm on volume 4, over 200 photos. Um, you're right. She was so proud. The audition, A past it, was working with her later.
mm. I gave Craig a reading recently, and I saw something white that she was extremely proud of. She kept pointing at it, go, something about it. And then he was on, either he or she, I don't remember now, because I don't remember every reading perfectly. There was an audition, and I felt like he was on the audition. So he passed it. So it's good. Yeah, so that was
Wonderful.
for a former reading. Yeah.
So let me just tune into Clara here. So, um, hey, Clara, are you here with us right now? Yeah, she says I'm actually with Craig, but yeah, I'm on the show. And Clara, are you happy that we're all remembering your birthday? And she says, yeah, but I haven't aged a bit. She still is young. She's saying, that's what she said. Terry's cracking up at me. She's saying her birthday, but it doesn't mean she's aging. You can
Right.
celebrate it.
Mm-mm.
So, Clara, are you in Craig's soul group with his family? Are you part of Craig? Yep, absolutely. Look how certain that is. Wow. Wow,
Mhm.
wow, wow. Oh my gosh. So, Clara, are you like a soul guide for Craig? Are you to help him with his spiritual journey? She says, yes. Yes, I'm not I'm a soul guide, a spiritual guide. Look at how
I know
strong that is.
that is strong.
Absolutely. And Clara, are you a soul guide for all of us? Are you able to work through Craig and help us all and give it as an example? And she's saying, yes, this is an example of how much your guides can be a collaborator with you in your life and to get to know us and to believe us and to give us the benefit of the doubt. And she's saying, yes, all of these things, that Craig has these special qualities that allows him to set aside his doubts and his rationale. You know, that analytical side. Craig knows how
Mhm.
to set that aside and move in the spiritual realm and listen and work in the spiritual realm. It has been a long journey. It's been many years, but he's managed to set aside all of those questions and uncertainties and allow and trust her. And the more that he can trust and allow and go with the flow and listen to the guidance, I feel as though it's only benefited him. But it's also benefited all of us because, Craig, you
Mhm.
share this with all of us so generously and allow us to learn through you. And I'm speaking about myself for sure,
Mhm.
that I'm able to experience this connection that you have, this it's almost like you channel or you can blend with her essence and listen to the guidance that way. It's almost like when people channel a certain entity, or like when Bashar channels a certain entity or something that you have. This is Clara to you, but Clara isn't like an ancient, wise, uh, you know, whatever, but she's somebody who you can connect with, learn from, gain wisdom and guidance. So I love that. I love that so much. That was really cool.
Clara is a really strong communicator when I read with Craig, but Clara sometimes follows me around a little bit. And the last time I was in Japan, suddenly Clara popped up, and kind of like, hey, I'm around, and I'm trying to find. She did it through a picture, and I was just in a convenience store. I was just going to get a drink of something, and she suddenly was there, and she was in this cartoon drawing of a 1920s lady. And it was just so funny that I had to take a picture and send it to Craig from Japan.
Oh, you sent it to him. Wow.
Yes. Yeah, I'm trying real quick to find it if I could find it quickly, but I'm not finding it so quickly.
Yeah, it would really round out the reading here. Um, it's really amazing that she's send it again. He says, "There's you know, it's a magical world if we allow it. It's not you know work for 65 years and have 10 years of retirement and then cross over. That's not it. It's a very magical world, and anything is possible, right, Craig? It's really beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful.
There it is. I found it.
Oh, good.
This is,
Wait one second. Let me put you over here. uh
she just suddenly popped up in the conveni on the drink thing. I was going to open this to see the drink, and she's in her little cloche hat, and she like tapped me on the shoulder to make sure I didn't miss it. And so I had to send it to Craig.
wow. Yep. And Craig says, absolutely everything is possible.
Mm.
For sure. For sure, you guys. Um, okay, so thank you very much, Craig. And thank you, everybody, for being so sweet to Clara and wishing her happy birthday. I'm sure she really appreciated that. But she's really strong for me too. And I love when I use the pendulum on her, she comes right through.
Boy,
She
did
just
she! I thought that chain might break.
Oh, it's so much fun, you guys. It's making my eyes water, like it's really just I know. See,
Mhm.
JR says that's truly amazing. I
Mhm.
know. Especially love is possible. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
That is so beautiful, Craig. Is that what she said to you? Especially love is possible?
Mm.
Anything is possible. Wakes
Yeah,
me up every morning. 3 and talks to you. Wow. Wow. I love this. I'm going to quote you, Craig. Especially love is possible.
yeah.
Uh, you guys pulling at my heartstrings. Okay, so I have JR here, and I'm going to see how we are with time after this. So, 4 or 5 different times, someone has left packages or bags at my door. Does this person have bad intentions, or is this a mistake?
I would love to know if JR's here and can type pretty quickly. Was the thing in the packages good or bad? Like in other words, if the package was dog poop, that would be bad. I'm just kind of curious, and I'll tap in.
Yeah, let us know if they were. She said she's here, but let us know if they were, favorable or, you know,
Yeah, that would be very, very interesting. JR
or
here.
offensive. If they were,
JR. We
uh,
don't need to know what was in it. Just were they
no,
good or were they bad?
right. Was it offensive to you, or was it just curious,
Yeah.
or were they empty or something?
Susan, you're psychic right there. Yep.
That's what Terry was thinking. Sue read your mind.
Not necessarily bad. Okay, so just something, just meh. Okay. Tell me more about this.
All right.
What's going on?
I'm going to have to use my skills here. Does does JR does JR know the person who is leaving her packages? Yeah, this person is known to you. Is this person want to apologize or feel like they've offended? No, it's changing to no. You guys, I can see it as it's going. Does this person not want JR to know it's them? Just like, is this somebody JR regularly hangs out with, but they just want to be like a secret Santa kind of person? Not, I know it's not Secret Santa. Aw, thank you, Craig. You're so sweet. Is this somebody JR interacts with regularly? I feel like it's somebody who just doesn't want you to know it's them, and who wants to be like a secret Santa. I can't think of another word. What's that other word? You know, like a
An anonymous donator. I don't know.
yeah, 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 yeah. Somebody who just wants to brighten your day. Somebody who wants to be a do-gooder, and somebody who is this person have bad intentions with JR? No. Does this person want to cause JR uncomfortable, like curiosity? No. Does this person want JR to know that they are appreciated? It's almost like a thank you gift. Thank you, Leona. You're so sweet. I appreciate you. Um, and they just want you to know how much you're appreciated. And they don't want you. Does this person start with a P? She knows who that. Now, Jr. I'm telling you, right? I'm telling you thought of this. I'm not I have no idea about anything. But when you're saying does this person's name start with a P, that means it crossed your mind. And this is like validation for me that I was on the I'm just asking questions, but it's saying yes. And I feel as though it's somebody already in your life that just wants to do something nice for you. And like my sister will do that. My sister will buy a flat of flowers, and she'll go around to like six or seven of her girlfriends' houses and leave them on her front porch. She would do that, but as soon as the girlfriends open the front door, they know, oh, this must be from Jean's sister. Like they know because if it's a flower, But so, does this person who is leaving the little gifts and the little packages on her door, does this person's name begin with a P? Does this person's name begin with a P? And they're saying it's a round. So is that their first name or last name? Can we be more specific? And is that a nickname? Make sure you like if their name is Jimmy Paul Smith, like and you everybody calls him Paul, just make sure. Like, is it his first name? Hi Garnett, thanks for coming. Um, Nick, see the nickname starts with a P. Oh my gosh, because it was going around. Does
Mm.
this does this person's nickname start with a P? There it is. There it is. There it goes. It's saying yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look how fast that is going. JR, you have a secret admirer. I just realized what the name of it was. Oh my gosh. Wow.
So
Sorry,
I'm
Terry. Go
I'm
ahead.
getting yeah, what I'm getting about this secret admirers, I'm getting more about their I don't want to spiritual or emotional or mental health a little. That's what I'm getting more. That this person is a little bit shy. That um, there is I don't want to say mental illness. There's not exactly mental illness. It's more like shy, afraid to put themselves out there a little bit, doesn't really, really, really doesn't want you to feel burdened or like, oh, I've got to reciprocate. They don't want that. Tell me more about this person. Even though the gifts are not, um, they're a little bit on the questionable side. What I mean is, you're not so sure about these gifts sometimes. Um, they don't want to rock the boat. They don't want to make you too uncomfortable, but they do want you to have these things. There's definitely a thought process behind these, like that this is going to somehow make your life better. It is not, however, intuitive because I was thinking, sometimes my kids go out the door, adult children go out the door, and I'm like, oh, take this sunscreen with you, take this or take that. And it's something they're going to need. But I don't know that. I'm just like suddenly overcome that I've got to send this with them, for no reason at all. So they're not exactly doing it like that. They're not doing it from complete intuition. They're just doing it because they would like to receive this too. So they like you a lot. They're a little shy, a little bit afraid about the relationship, you know. Okay. They're I would say this person is going to be harder to connect with because they're unsure in themselves. They're afraid of rejection.
Oh, wow. So they do this because they can't share their feelings easily because they're very guarded.
Yeah,
Ah, I
yeah.
see. So they're not just egoic or outgoing and trying to not trick you or trying to,
There's
make your day. It's because they just can't find another way to say it to you. Oh,
right,
that's interesting.
but
It's very, yeah.
yeah,
So,
proceed cautiously.
oh, and I love Susan says a camera would solve the mystery. Oh, JR said, I wish they would put a letter in the gift so I wouldn't be so alarmed, but understand very much. Yeah, yeah. And is this person sensitive as Terry was describing? Is that what you get from this person's nickname P? Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it that it said the nickname was P. Because it said
Yeah,
name and it was like, well, sorta, not exactly.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, yeah. See, it's a little bit of both. A little cute, but a little creepy. Like,
yeah,
don't
yeah. But
know if
it's
I should.
because this person's shy and a little backwards themselves. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah, a little letter. And do you have you ever told anybody about the gifts? You could just say, uh, you know, I've been getting these gifts or I've been getting these packages and there's nothing written inside, so I'm not sure how to take it. And just leave it as that. Like tell everybody, like don't just tell that one person, but tell everybody, say, I've been packages have been left and there's just nothing written in them. I don't know what to make of it because there's nothing written in them. And I don't know if the handwriting would give it away, but
yeah.
you know.
Well, look, JR said I'm going to put a thank you letter on the door, and after Monday, I'm going to ask the management to look at the camera. So there are cameras. Yay.
Wow.
And then report back and tell us about it.
Her brother's been asking about them. Yeah. Well, at least it's not some creep, and I wasn't getting that at all.
Yeah, I wasn't getting
Um, I
creepy.
felt like it was somebody that you knew that just didn't have you know, the words or it's intimidating to share your feelings or to just say thank you sometimes, or, some people they're not allowed to, you know, go outside of their group, but they just wanted to thank you. I don't know what the situation is. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. This to your list of mystery questions.
Yes.
Uh, yeah,
Seriously.
JR, please do keep us updated. Yeah, thank you so much. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end there because you just can't beat that, you guys. I mean, that is
Yeah.
just a wonderful, um, a wonderful ending of the readings there, and everybody made this show so wonderful. I love the way you guys
Mhm.
all support each other and chat with each other in the back, and and everybody wish Clara a happy birthday, and it's just so much fun. And I love that we started with a mystery, and who knew, we don't know, we're just checking with our spirit guides and angels. And I love like opening it up to make like adding mysteries into personal readings and stuff like that. So I appreciate all of your questions, all of your support. I see everybody here. Everybody, I have 1,000 people here still starred to answer your question, and we just couldn't get to everybody. I'm so sorry. And Craig, thank you again for your kind, very kind and generous donation. And thank you, Leona, for your kind and generous donation. I really appreciate that. Um, and thank you, Terri Suzuki. It's always so magical. It's so much fun reading together with you, and together on a Sunday,
Yeah. Yeah. Like old times.
like old
Yep.
times. I
Yep.
know,
Thank
I
you
know.
for inviting me to read mysteries. That's fun. I always like something unusual.
Yes. Yes. Just shake it up a bit. Just, entertainment. And I know that it's real for you guys. It's not entertainment for you guys, but it's, you gotta look at it as a little bit of entertainment too. But I'm just so glad that we were able to get through those questions for you all. Hi, Akila. Thank you so much. And like I said, I'm going to be back on Friday. Um, I'm going to be on at 11 in the morning with Marissa, and then I'm going to be on at 4:30 Eastern with Terry Suzuki, Terry Lee, and myself, and I'm hosting. And then after that, I'm going to do a members live, and I'll set it up as soon as I get off here. I didn't have a time to set it up this morning, and then this way everybody knows ahead of time that it's going to be ask me your question, and it can be anything, not anything, but my anything, and it'll be private. But I also want to know. I'm going to put in the members. I'm going to ask if you want to do a Zoom. I'll give you that option. You don't have to do a Zoom. We'll just do a live. You can do the chat, but I'll send out a Zoom if you guys want to do a Zoom on Friday evening. Because I know that I was doing it on Friday mornings, Saturday mornings, Sunday, because I'm a morning girl. But a lot of people are saying, well, I couldn't get there. I didn't make it. So I want to make sure everybody makes it. Um, yeah, so I'll send that out. I'm going to work on that as soon as I'm done here today. Uh, Kelly says, you rock, Venus. And Maria Amethyst is here. Hi, Maria. Nice to see you. I love, and if you guys are just lurking, that's fine too. And if you want to just come in at the end and say hello, I appreciate that. Yeah, we're just finishing. A Zoom would be amazing, right? Right, Susan? It would have to be the majority. I'm going to ask everybody, and then you guys can respond. So we'll have a couple of days before Friday comes, so I'll know which. And then if it is a Zoom, I'll send the Zoom information out on a post for members only, and you guys you know, can make it. Um, so thank you again, Terry. Where will you be next?
Well, I will next be with you on Friday. Um, but I am working on some stuff. I have been meeting a lot of people at different fairs and trying to figure out how we could work together on YouTube. So I things are in the works. So
Beautiful. New things coming in for Kigaru Spiritual Journeys.
yeah,
Wonderful. All
I feel
right,
like
everybody.
I'm getting back on that horse. So
I'm excited. It's life happens, you guys. So, but we
mhm.
love it. We love it. And we will be back again soon. Thank you all very much again for all your questions and all your support. Please do go over and subscribe to Kigaru Spiritual Journeys. Hit the bell and like, share, and subscribe. And please do the same here if you're watching now or watching later. It makes a difference, and it really does help our channels. If when you're watching that you are subscribed, it makes a huge difference to how many people it goes out to. So thanks, everybody. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.